Everybody, happy eclipse, solar eclipse. So this is the second live. I tried going live earlier, and after I watched the feedback, it was like glitchy and we're just having some energetic interference. And also my family came home, so I was like, we're gonna just reshoot this. So regardless if you catch this live or you review the live already shot, the message is still going to be the same, okay? So now we have a little bit more time to discuss what this message is. So we have 3 cards. I already pulled the bottom of the deck. As I said, we already did the live before, and I have an oracle card here. So there's definitely a rebirth happening. So let's start with the oracle card. Look at the gravestone. Look at the artwork. This is a rebirth. So a lot of you right now, right, tarot, this is a rebirth. This is nurturing yourself. Spirit, grounding, and protection, which I think is a beautiful alignment because right now we are experiencing a solar eclipse in Virgo. Virgo is an earth zodiac, and earth is about grounding. So let's get this tied into the message. We have the 7 of Pentacles, which are my earth zodiacs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This is about nurturing something. This is about seeing as well. So let's put that into a comprehensive story or image here. The story would be you are now seeing how you need to choose yourself. You are now seeing, right? This one, 8 of Swords. This guy's blind. That's why he has a walker and a cane and a dog, because something that we weren't seeing. That, interestingly enough, is my air zodiac, my air family, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It's also about communication and fear. So we have some fear around how we're communicating, and we also have some fear around how we're seeing something. Now, whether that's how we see ourselves, maybe we're finally experiencing a breakthrough because we have 2 cards in the reverse position. Reverse, as I often say on this channel, it can mean a couple of different things. It can mean, no, this isn't for you. It can mean this is not the time, or it can mean congratulations, you've finally done a thing and you've had a breakthrough. I feel like in today's reading, the reverse message here is you've cut through some bullshit. You're letting go of whatever it or they, whatever it needs to be, whatever they need to be, whatever. You are letting go of them or a belief system or a part of yourself. A part of yourself, I don't want to say because I feel like this is so dramatic, so we're not going to. We're going to find a different word. You were just basically having a rebirth. You're having a rebirth, okay? And I think it's beautiful because we are, as I said before, in an eclipse. And this is about letting go so we can carve space, hollow out space to invite the new. There's something here about a cycle ending. In reverse, the 9 of Swords, not only is it talking to some fear, you're letting go of some fear, you're letting go of neurosing, mental neuroses. Worrying and thinking about a thing, right? This is asking you to be more of an observer. This is about the light at the end of the tunnel. So as we said in the first reading, you've had some kind of a breakthrough that 7 of Swords, somebody's been using information and they've been using it not in a way that is serving you. This could be like a confession. Somebody is finally coming clean about something, right? It's like, hey, here's some information. We're going to throw this information out there and we're going to let it land how it's going to land. But we know how it's going to land because we are giving disinformation. That expression, right? Is that even a word? Disinformation, when you give information, but you spin it and twist it in a way or a narrative that's dishonest. There's something about dishonesty here. Dishonesty, lies, betrayal, manipulation, stealing, people trying to steal, people trying to take what's not theirs. This could be connected to money. We have Pentacles. Pentacles are the earth zodiacs, but it's also about the home. So we talked about this in the first reading. The home, meaning your assets, your valuables, the materialistic earth pleasures, the things that we accrue, right? It also has to do with finances. It could be banking. It could be the legal system. There could be contracts. We're talking about contracts, proposals, anything legal, documents. Somebody could be trying to lie or manipulate, twist information, being dishonest, omitting information, again, using what they know in a way that's not serving you or benefiting you in your best interest, something like that. And again, it's not something that you can necessarily see, because if this is all operating in the background, how the fuck are you going to see it? If this is external view and this is like people that are doing this, you know, behind the scenes, obviously you're not going to see it. But there's something here that something has shifted. And I don't know if it's because of this eclipse right now, the eclipse season, that these truths are now, this is what this feels like. Truths are now starting to surface. We're seeing and hearing a lot of this happening. The matrix is collapsing. The control, all those structures, top-down structures that are based off of control and fear, right? All of those agencies or, you know, wherever. the matrix that thrived and once fed off fear and control, that's now crumbling. It's now breaking down. So that's what's coming through on the collective thread here. Let me just look at my notes, make sure that I haven't missed anything. That is basically the reading. You guys are going through some kind of self-reflective period, a phase of where you are reflecting now and you are seeing this. Again, we have 2 sets of 7s. So that is a doubling down on you're seeing things now. You are now seeing things differently. Again, there's some kind of a confession. There's some kind of somebody has been caught in the act, or you're going to catch somebody in the act, right? There's some kind of like a misdeed, whatever that may be, or whatever that may mean for you. I did not say this. I usually say it at the beginning. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This may or may not be your reading. We don't know. But if it is your reading, congratulations. You are about to segue into a healing, more grounding period. On that note, speaking of segue, let's segue down now into the Pentacles at the very bottom of my notes. Pentacles, we already kind of said this, but we're just going to reiterate it. Deal with my Earth zodiacs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This is a slower moving message. So it's kind of like you're trying to crack this thing open. You're trying to move forward. You are moving forward. Even though there's 2 cards that are in reverse, it doesn't mean that there's not forward movement. It just means it's sticky, it's residual, old shit. And you are literally, like the sword, you are like macheting through this old shit, this old story, this old narrative. You are trying to rewrite the script. And again, this has to do with your body, your physical well-being. Somebody here could be like, have been going through, right? It's like you've been going through some kind of physical storm of limitation. And now you're possibly seeing where you can change that story and rewrite that script. Somebody here could financially have been going through some kind of financial hardship, or you've been having some kind of fear or reservation, or somebody's been lying to you or telling you that there's no money, or giving you misinformation, disinformation, I don't know, whichever. But that is all coming to an end. There is a new foundation that is being built at this time. Some kind of sustainable reality is now being orchestrated. It's being created. We're manifesting it right now during this eclipse, right now. So let's talk about specifically the 7. 7 is about seeing, it's about assessment and divine guidance. So maybe your counsel, or there's somebody coming in to help, I would say promote this, but that's not the word I want to use. Somebody could be coming in, or you are activating this within yourself. So we are empowering ourselves, we are nurturing ourselves, but there could be somebody else coming in to help facilitate. That's the word I wanted to use. There could be another party coming in to help facilitate this eye-opening reality check kind of a moment. Being patient, waiting for the result. Don't force whatever this is. Kind of like give them more time to hang themselves. So the lies that they say, it's like they'll choke on their own lies. The string they use to hang themselves, something like that. A really low frequency visual, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. It's like karmically, whatever this person or these people are doing or putting out there, understand, trust that divinely, it always comes back. Not that we want that. We don't want to wish ill will. But it is part of that energetic balance of you get what you give. You get back what you put out. That is just how it works. That's how it works, which is why we always say it pays to be nice. It pays to be a kind person, right? You're not intentionally going out of your way to fucking hurt somebody, all right? So there's something here about being patient. You are in a reflective reassessment, guarded. You're in a divine guarded space. So there's something here too coming through about you are protected. And I say that because again, we pulled an oracle card and there's something here about protection, grounding, protection. So understand the way that I work when I do my tarot readings. Not only am I doing a dowsing of the collective, but I also channel spirit as I'm doing this reading with you guys. So when I start to talk really fucking fast, it's because the information is coming in so quickly that I'm trying to get it out before I lose it, okay? So know that this is actually, aside from all this really sharp penetrating energy that's coming in with all these goddamn swords, it's like stabbing. This energy is very prickly to me. It's feeling very, very just prickly and sharp and cutting, like cutthroat. Even though this energy has been that, trust when I say you are moving out of that. Today, specifically today, if you are here right now and you are still with me live, or even if you come in this and whenever you find it, understand energetically that is shifting. That is all currently being reworked. Okay? That is on the up and up. This is like where it has been, but where it's going. Where it's going is you're done with that. You're done playing the game of the Matrix. You are seeing things now for what they are. You are seeing people for who they are. You are grounding yourself. You are grounded. You are possibly experiencing a rebirth, and trust that you are going to be protected through this transition. This is a transitional message. 7 of Pentacles. Is there anything else we really want to say before we let our folks go? You're having an opportunity. You're being given an opportunity to pause. Take a goddamn moment to pause. Step back. Look at what you've created. Look at the relationships that you are having. And don't be afraid. I say that because there's a lot of fear coming through. We're breaking those chains from that karmic fear, ancestral fear that has been programmed into us since the moment we took our first breath. We are breaking that chain, that connection. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to step into a different direction. Don't be afraid to step back. Don't be afraid to take steps to go into a different direction. Don't be afraid, as I was going to say, I'm like, where the fuck was I in my notes? Don't be afraid to make a small change. Small changes, incremental, chewable size changes. You don't need to get it all done in one day, okay? That is today's message. So before, I said we already did the first version of this. I pulled this from the bottom of the deck, and I think it's really interesting. I got to honor it because it's telling me to. Tower moment, friends. Tower moment. This is life-changing. This is life-changing, this realization, this awakening. Already know what you know. You know what you know. So trust yourself. Trust yourself. You know what you know. Again, you're seeing it. You're feeling it, possibly. Some of you, right? This is about feeling. Intuition. Possibly you could be feeling it. All right. I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope this reading resonated. I hope it makes sense. And if it doesn't, maybe it'll get you thinking maybe about somebody that you know. Maybe this is their story, and energetically you're connected to them, and you can be like, hey, yo, like, wake up. You know, this person isn't who they say they are. This person doesn't have your best interest in mind. Right? All right, my dears. I love you all so much. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, take care.